So recently I decided to play Ultrakill, but I mean, I never heard about this game before. It must be a random game, right? Wait, what do you mean? This is one of the biggest indie games of all time and has one of the biggest speedrunning communities ever. Anyways, how should I start this? Oh. To start off, I was greeted with the standard settings, and you can also choose the difficulty, and because I'm not a casual, I chose brutal. I mean, standard. After that I received an interesting message. Mankind is dead, blood is few, hell is full. He said the thing. So I started to learn the basic controls of the game and some type of tutorial area. I was given a gun to kill some monsters, and honestly it was fun. The pace of the game is fast, the music is beat, and the movement is stimulating. Everything's clearly made for it to never want to touch the grass ever again. I mean, the game knows me, I guess. Another thing that I learned is that I'm really bad at this game. I mean, just look. Fuck up. It's embarrassing, I know. In my defense, it was a tutorial. I was learning, don't judge me, please. Anyhow, I just kept going, killing more monsters, learning more things, finding secrets, and also hitting some nice flick shots, by the way. The only problem is that there's a specific mechanic that I didn't read. The most important one, of course. Despite that, I made my way to the end of my first steps in hell, where I found a dark room, and then immediately died to the first boss of the game, which is a head, I guess. And after a couple of tries, I killed Malicious Face and finished the tutorial. And it's cool that the game even has grades, rankings, and time count at the end. It makes sense that speedrun is a big thingy. On the second level, I was introduced to the shopping and saw that there are multiple weapons. Oh, that's fun. So I bought a marksman, where you can shoot on a coin to redirect your shot to an enemy. At first glance, it felt useless to me, even though it was really cool, but apparently this weapon is like the best ever, so what do I know, right? Then I got to the next level and something weird happened. I found a friend. I don't know, he was killing the enemies, but I couldn't shoot from the vents where I was, and I could also not get there, so I just left. And then I met the meat grinder. Yeah, that was bad. After that I just kept going, but then bam! He just comes back and kills to me, like what the heck? I thought we were friends. I proceeded to get a bit lost, but I found something that looked like a sacrifice altar, and because I'm stupid I bounced on it for a little bit before finding my way out, and then yeah, I got lost again and died. But after that I realized where I had to go, then I found this guy again in an unreachable area. At this point I was curious about what he was doing, and like, he was helping me, he was killing with me, like what the heck. With this thought in mind, I went to the next level, and the game told me I was weak, so I decided to run an arena where I finally got to meet him as a boss. Of course, I should have known better. His name is Sword Machine, and he's so aggressive. He attacks you with his sword, obviously. At the end I beat only his first health bar, which means the bro is definitely coming back. And my reward for that was a shotgun. Let's go. And I can also explode walls, oh my god. And it can also be a rocket launcher, but kinda hurts, so I need to be careful with that. At the end of the level, I found the boss again for a rematch time. Now he's more dangerous. He has some extra attacks, just like every second phase boss ever. He can laser beams me with his sword somehow, but using my infamous keep jumping strat, I defeated him and approached the next level. The first part of the prelude was more of a message. Like, you know, the bosses that you killed before, they're gonna come back and become normal enemies on the next levels. Good luck! And the level is basically it. There was a collider there though, pretty cool. On the next level though, I found something amazing. This is interesting right here, I like it. The Assault Shotgun, the coolest weapon in the game in my opinion. With it, you can just use it against the enemies in combat style. Not to mention that you can just throw the soul at the enemy, it's crazy. It's the perfect newbie weapon for me. With that I can just heal from their blood from the close combat without even worrying about dodging attacks. It's perfect, just perfect. Reaching the Cerberus level, I ended up finding the Cerberus boss. Actually bosses. And they're fun. I mean, I really like them, not gonna lie. After defeating them, I was ready for my next chapter in hell. Wait, what? Oh, now I'm in heaven. I think God made a mistake. I was definitely not expecting a change of scenery. I thought it would be hell forever, but I appreciate it, it's beautiful. One problem though, is that there are a billion of doors to go through, and I'm just an indecisive chud game, don't do that to me. But you won't believe what happened next. I got lost, yeah, and distracted as well. But then I progressed, and found the red key, and I put it in the place of the blue key, because I'm stupid. Anyways, after putting the keys on the right place this time, I found the first enemies of this level. This time, the heads are purple, but they are easy. Also, there are more doors, and the place keeps getting prettier somehow. In the church, I received a nail gun, and this weapon has magnets? Oh my god, Jesse Pinkman, I understand you now. Anyway, I found the blue key and then I got lost again. Oh fuck. After some time I found the right place. Then I accidentally found an extra puzzle, because if you jump after a slant you can jump higher apparently. After clicking the button it said that a mechanism was set in motion in the depths of limbo. Okay, surely I'll find out about this later, right? Right? When I booted up the game for the second time, I found out that there's a sandbox area, and oh my god, it's Gary's mod. Anyhow, I didn't exactly understand what to do there, so back to Act 1 I guess. But I discovered something on the sandbox maps that I immediately started to using on the next level. Parrying. Yes, finally. At first glance this level felt really similar to the last one, but when I walked back to the door, I think God realized the mistake that he made. However, I gotta say that I'm surprised. I actually thought Ultrakill would be only a shooter game and nothing bigger, but apparently there's a well-crafted story that's gonna be told throughout the levels of the game, and that's amazing. I was also introduced to the flamethrowers, and I found a red soul orb which heals me by 200 points, which is kind of OP. Next level I have to choose between two doors now. The game hates me, not gonna lie. Choosing the blue first, I went through a staircase of despair to find the blue school and... What the fuck, there's a hole? I also found this grey altar, but it didn't do anything, so I went to the red side. The sequence of levels in the red part were insane, with 3 areas in a row to blast through the billions different types of enemies and a cool level design. Everything was great. Except me, because I kept falling into lava and also I got lost. Once again. Yeah, I suck. Despite everything, especially my skill issue, I was able to advance to the hideous mass boss, but it was really easy, so who cares. On the next level I bought a nail gun that allows me to shoot without thinking. Great. And wow, what awaits for me in this pretty place. Oh, it's time to get more religious I guess. Well, not really, but for a moment I sat down, embracing the scenery in which an ordinary person asked for forgiveness of the Lord. It's breathtaking. He died anyways, lol. By scanning a book, I discovered that a guy named Gabriel was the one who put him through a punishment or something like that. This place was a find the keys game. I got distracted a couple of times. Also, I find this limbo thing again, but I got the 4th one this time. I don't really know if I lost the one. I might have somehow, I guess. But at last, I found... Me? He's actually V2, I'm 1, so I'm the original. Original or not, this annoying little robot was hard. I was getting destroyed at the start. I gotta say though that this fight is one of the best. He has my abilities, and we are both just flying and jumping around and shooting at each other as equals. It was fun, not gonna lie. I had so much fun, trust me. After defeating V2, he ran away. I don't know to where, I'll probably find out, and it's gonna be worth it. Now I have the Knuckle Blaster, which I barely used by the way. Don't ask, I have no idea what happened. Anyways, back to normality. The design of this game goes crazy, oh my god. Anyways, I am in an open area where I can fall really easily. What do you think you're gonna do next? Oh my god, I'm so stupid sometimes, I'm sorry. The jump pads are cool though. Also, I fell again because I never learned. Also, my bullet's curving. Did I mention that the jump pads are cool? Now the limbo is gone, forget about the puzzle. Time for lust. I just now realized that the last level was already lost. And yep, I'm dumb. This time the level had a gimmick. I was introduced to the circular checkpoints. And every time I had to destroy one of those lighty things, then beat a wave of enemies, then get to the checkpoint and destroy the next light thing, and then so on and so on. And you won't believe what happened when I was searching for one of those lighty things. I got lost again. It was just up there, I found it later on. After finding a Harry Potter staircase, I used one of Sun Tzu's infamous techniques. Just be smart. Then I found one of the strongest weapons of the game, and again, just like Sun Tzu told me. The name of the weapon that I got is Rail Cannon, and it might be OP. Anyhow, back to circular checkpoint, killing enemies, punching lights, and also swimming in water? What? These levels just keep getting cooler. After a little bit of a rumbling around, I got into the death zone. I lied, it's actually just a normal zone. But then I faced the Mind Flayer, a new boss who just keeps teleporting around. But I have the coin gun, so who cares? Get on. Jokes is over now though, because I actually got to the death zone. Honestly, this part made me feel that I was under the effect of drug. It was just so overstimulating. I just couldn't stop. The only solution was to just finish the boss up and... I beated him anyways though. Oh, what a cool and relaxing place. Oh my god, there's a hand? So I dealt with the hand. A big one, I gotta say. Why is the hand big? Oh fuck. Oh, I guess that's why. The corpse of King Minos. And oh my god, this guy can create black holes. Despite his insane aura, I still defeated him. And with that, I entered the belly of the beast. The design of this place is kinda morbid, which is why it's so good. After going through a trio of Cerberus in a really chill area, trust me, I finally reached him. Gabriel, the almighty angel, who couldn't forgive the poor soul. I'm gonna have to revenge him. Because I mean, killing an angel would be cool. And also he's racist. You think you're gonna call me that and go out unpunished? Also, in theory an angel is saying that. And also, there's a lot of parts of this game that have the 7 deadly sins names. Like lust, gluttony. I have the feeling that Akira wants to say something. I'm not really sure what it is, but I think I like what he is doing. So I defeated him and them.
This is not over!
I think he's mad. Disgrace. Humiliation. Yeah, I did that. Unfortunately, I destroyed Gabriel's reputation, and now he's furious. He wants to stop me. Where he's gonna do it? So I have learned that Gabriel is an angel. He serves to a council, and now he seeks revenge against me so he can repair the humiliation that I did to his reputation. I guess I'm gonna have to kick his ass again. Now that racism is gone, time for slavery. And the scenery is pretty fitting. So they introduced me to those weird enemies, which are really strong if there's a lot of other enemies, because their attacks follows me. And it's also really strong against dumb people, like me. Where is it? Ah, where? And also there's a double gun section. That's so good. Maybe they shouldn't have done that. Now let's see what awaits me on the next level. So now the sun is so strong and enemies covered in sand won't bleed. After dealing with some weird enemies, I did something. What? I lost the lore. Hopefully I didn't lose anything important. Hopefully. So, double gun on red skull on one side, double gun on blue skull on the other, and also there's an altar on the top. There must be a door where I'm gonna use those 2 keys. And it surely will be the end of the level, right? The Sisyphean is one of the coolest bosses ever. He can stretch himself, it's like I'm fighting Luffy. It was insane. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's crazy fun. Time for the next level. Shot in the dark. Now we're probably inside a pyramid, so I might get cursed by the tombs of an old pharaoh, but it's fine, I can take it. So after I learned that I have to set things on fire, I decided to light up all 4 of them at the same time. Oh my god, I fucked up. I should not have done that, that's for sure. Yeah, that didn't go well, but I learned from my mistake, so the second time was easier. To finish the level off, I had to deal with a wave of enemies in this big dark room, but it wasn't that bad. The next level gets more fun though. At first I found this place with an unreachable skull. I didn't really know what to do with that, so I just kept going forward until I found him once again. A rematch, very similar to our last fight, but he tried to run again, except that this time I won't let him do that. What is that? That was brutal. With V2 down, I unlocked my new ability, Whiplash. I'm Spider-Man! In the next level we arrive at the Wake of Poseidon. Oh, Greek mythology. Fun. This level was a really fun puzzle level. It had a lot of variety. I spent most of my time in this level learning and figuring out about the whiplash and how to use it, but it still was really good. I also got introduced to those enemies who just look at me and then shoot after a certain amount of time, but they were fine. Moving on, I reached the top of the sea. So, I found Ferrisman's diary, which said that the mortal world was suffering from some calamity, and when this calamity reached him, Gabriel came as his savior. But then, after a little bit of exploring, this happened. What? Oh my god. This ship was the entrance for the Ferryman boss arena. The same guy from the diary, by the way. The Ferryman was a gimmick boss, so I had to destroy the statues, and after that I was able to hit him, but it was quite easy. Holy fuck. Next level I got inside the ship, which had a lot of doors again for me to choose. Thank you, game. And my objective initially was to get the red and blue skull again, and after doing that I found a place of worship to Gabriel.
Your devotion to God shows goodness in you. Plentiful indeed.
I also had to deal with a lot of chaos. A lot. It was really fun though. Oh my god. Amidst the chaos, I found an insane weapon. You can literally stop your missile in time. Like, really cool idea. I wonder in how many ways I can use it. Not gonna lie, I didn't got to understand how many ways I can use the weapon. Actually, this weapon confused me more than anything, because I'm dumb, if you didn't notice. On the next level, I had to go out of the ocean, just to find the Leviathan. Is it just me, or does this boss look like the Hydra from God of War 1? I don't know, it feels similar. The second phase was unexpected though. I also really like this fire weapon. It kind of carried me on this fight, not gonna lie. Anyways, Leviathan down. Time for... This game is so pretty and so diverse. I gotta give it to it. This level had a great atmosphere with great enemies as well. It was good. They ended the level in true Dark Souls 2 fashion by doubling the boss that I already faced before, but it's fine, still good. On the next level I started to receive messages from Gabriel.
Lust, all gone, with gluttony soon to follow. Your kind.
Which he would be able to properly hear if it wasn't for the fact that I keep moving like an idiot. I'm sorry. But of course all of this just meant that it's time for another rematch. This time a bigger one.
Machine, I will cut you down, break you apart, splay the gore of your profane form across the stars. I will grind you down until the very sparks cry for mercy. My hands shall relish ending you here and now!
This was a really tough fight. I was like dying instantly on the start. My first solution was to just predict where he's gonna spawn, so I just missile him right away. But I was just missing, so yeah. At the end I decided that I have to be aggressive, otherwise it's just not gonna work, so I just have to be aggressively hitting him and maybe it will work. And it did, thank god. There we go. But guess what? He's gonna come back, of course. Never give up, guys. Gabriel never did. At least now Gabriel realized that they're not the good guys. He was answering to a council that was supposedly following God's will. I think I've seen this before. Anyways, his answer is just rebel against all of them and just kill the council, and now he is the big guy. He is God, kind of. I mean, not exactly. I'll get to know more about it on God. Now I've reached the violence layer, which it seems to be the place where the council was before they died. It was also here that I discovered that you can dash jump, and if you do that you jump way faster. It was just game changing for me. I started to doing that all of the time after I discovered it. So I found another book which talked about Tree of Life, which reminded me of Adam and Eve. And also it talks about painting your canvas, which reminded me of Hades' Lost Canvas. But it can also be a Christian reference that I don't know, so who knows, right? After that the game just tried to scare me, but I'm immune to jump scares, trust me. Moving forward I had to do with Spider-Man, which was fine until... There's a Minotaur? Oh my god. Anyways, there were religious things all around it, and it was the perfect place for me to get lost. It took a while, to be fair. I also got a bit distracted. It's not my fault, it was fun. After composing myself, I got to the cars, where I fought a Minotaur. A fun fight if you ignore the fact that I was dying more to myself than the actual boss. But in the end, I defeated him and approached the next level. What? Yeah, I got baited. Moving on, I present you the Gutter Man, the most annoying normal enemy of the game. The amount of times he covers with his shield all of my attacks, so annoying. The funny part is that the game tried to help me to kill him, but guess what? I didn't read. Man, this environment is so pretty, Jesus, so cool. I'll admit it, this game is a masterpiece. The best way that I found to kill the shield enemies was just saw shotgun until he dies. Or I die, more likely considering my skill issue. Later on I learned that I need a bomb to explode this part. Don't know exactly where I'm gonna find it, but let's just do it. And of course I have to kill 2 of those guys, why not? Also there's those new enemies, and I have to kill 2 of them at the same time, sure. By the way, I like this part, really cool use of the whiplash, which lead me right to the bomb. So I exploded the place and fight a lot of enemies in this maze runner type of place to finish the level off with ease. This level was dark, but not only dark, it was bloody, really bloody. No sound, no memory, just a big red tree, and me lost in the middle of the darkness. Yeah, again, the only right thing is that when I found enemies by accident, I would kill them, so that was good at least. Jokes aside, I was kind of confused by where I was. Am I supposed to be here? I'm not really sure. And the confusion was because I was seeing things that I don't think I was supposed to see. I was not really sure at least. After a little bit of time, I eventually found my way out and got into an area that was just killing my PC, by the way. It's so laggy, Jesus. Oh my. On the next level, my opponent was this. So I climbed the whole thing so I could face the actual boss, which was really underwhelming, if I'm being honest. I think there's nothing that special about him, and he wasn't really that hard as well. I can't say the same about the second phase though. The laser part into the countdown was really insane and really cool. And to finish the boss in style, now I'm closer and closer to the end. I've reached the fraud layer, and if you are an Ultrakill fan, you know what's gonna happen next. Oh. As expected, there's a new enemy, which is this big white thing, but the highlight of this level and this layer is that gravity can change. What is happening? What is happening? There's also what seems to be an infinite room. This layer is so psychedelic. My perception just gets stowed with every place that I go. It's almost as if I'm under the effect of Don't ask how I know that. But they do a really good job at toying with your perspective. But I still finished the level easily. What? Just kidding. What did I say to you? Perspective. Now I am literally Spider-Man. The problem is that I got too excited and went the wrong way. I think I did something wrong. So yeah, I kinda did this level in reverse. There was this part which was one of the hardest for me. Honestly, it's not even that hard. I don't know, I wasn't thinking properly. In the first part, everyone is shooting me from every building and everywhere, and then I had to find some statues on the buildings to kill the last enemy. It's not even that hard, but I was just not thinking, I was just swinging. I don't know why. I still finished the level anyways, so... Welcome to the Office TV show. Oh my god, they made a slide about me. Oh my god, it's me. I can see myself, no way. Reading another book, I learned that mankind is trying to rebuild themselves. This place seems to be a factory, which makes sense when you consider the scope with the slides and everything that I saw before. After getting a surprise attack, I learned where I had to go. I also had to deal with some weird stuff. What? I don't know where I am. I can bend gravity to my will, for those who know. After a really mess of a parking part, I reached the prettiest area of the game. I found a toilet as well. Cool. After that I reached a pretty chill market. Just kidding, there are a lot of enemies. And all of that just looped me back to the start of the level. Am I playing Dark Souls 1? Insane. This level is also when things started to get really confusing, in a good way. Like at first I had to deal with a lot of enemies in a big interconnected room, and next I had to deal with a lot of enemies in a big interconnected room once again, but they were both interconnected in unique ways. And I said all of that just to make an excuse for the fact that I got lost. Yeah, it's life, right? After I found a place, I read the book which said something, I don't know. But I have faith that they were wise words. Finish it off, I faced an invisible boss. Really easy, not gonna lie. The next level started with more gravity shenanigans, and also some really weird rooms. It was so chaotic that my PC was dying in the process, but it's fine. Also out of nowhere I had to fight two bosses. I don't even know who they are. They just appeared, like it must mean something, but I don't know what. Now it's time for the most exciting sequence in Ultrakill. Also the hardest. First it starts with this big room that just never ends, and it's a little bit chaotic. Following that, there were the school's rooms, where I think I accidentally bugged the game. I'm not sure, but I think that was the case. I think I bugged the game, that was not actually on purpose. I think I actually bugged the game. Back to another gravity room. They just keep getting weirder. I like it. At this point, I don't really know what I am anymore. What is right, what is left, what's up, what's down. No clue. I just going forward and that's it. New scenery. I'm in heaven again. Oh, it's hell. Makes more sense. By the way, I spent way too much time here because of this guy. If only they told before that I could break their shields. Oh, it's time for more and more madness. It never stops. Never mind, I lied because it just ended. Oh my god. It was a bait, of course it was a bait. I present to you the whole universe now. And the fun part is that I don't even have a guaranteed ground now. So I just fell and then I fell again. It was fun. This gravity thing is so weird. It was fun. I was definitely not tilting. Trust me. Trust me. I find it cool that this level is like a collection of pieces of all levels that I went through. It definitely feels like I'm getting to the end of the game and everything is being set up for the end. And of course that the only thing left to do is to get there. And then, after a chill start on the next level, I got into a free fall and found another boss. What? He's so big. It's one of the most different fights that I had in this game. He had such a big variety of attacks as well. And he kinda has one on second phase at the same time, displayed by the 2 bars of health that he had. But at the end, I finish him off and I'm finally ready for the last layer of this game. Treachery. Treachery. Huh?